Hello and welcome everyone, I'm Madals and today I've got game number 1 of a best of 1. It's some Terran vs Zerg going down on Neo Planet S Ladder Edition, and it's between two pretty cool people. So, let me introduce them. Up in the top right, spawning as the Red Terran from Millennium, Mr. ForGG. And his opponent in the bottom left, the Blue Zerg from Team Liquid. It is Ret. Now, of course, Neo Planet S, I always curse this map by mentioning that it's quite a small map, should be 2 base play because not much can go on theoretically. However, the problem be that whenever I say that, it turns into a massive macro fest, and we see tons of bases, tons of action nonetheless, but it's never a quick game. So maybe I've cursed it, maybe I haven't, maybe I'll finally get proved right that this should be a quick map. Penguin, I was casting WCS with yesterday. Not yesterday as in when I was, when this video is released, because this isn't going to get released for about 14 days, but yesterday for when I'm recording it. Penguin was like, Neo Planet S, this is a quick map, and I was like, I bet it won't be because I'm watching it. And he's like, no, it's always a quick map. And then boom, 30-minute game. Ugh. Damn, it's good. However, I predicted all the map scores correctly yesterday, so I'm happy with that. I have an anti-Artosis curse at the moment, which is good. As long as Artosis never says that he likes me as a caster, I will be fine. Anyway, gas coming down here from ForGG as well as the racks, so that means we're probably going to be getting some Reapers. It could also be for a factory relatively early, but Reapers I'm quite feeling because there's quite a bit of cliff area to use on Neo Planet S. It's no star station, but you can definitely get away with sneaking a Reaper out, maybe 2. It depends on whether ForGG just wants to scout for some lings or he actually wants to try and deal some notable damage, but that should be coming down in a second. We'll keep an eye out for exactly what is planned by the Terran. Meanwhile, Ret out first into pool. It's normal, it's safe, it's good. Yeah, it's definitely going to be a Reaper waiting for it. Boom, there we go. So yeah, Reaper on its way down. And yeah, Orbital Command morphing in for ForGG. This is all looking fairly good. The Overlord coming forward for Red. He's going to get a little bit of important information here. And that important information is, well, I can see quite nicely that, okay, the no expansion down yet. You've got a Rax and you're making a complete wall off. That probably means there's a gas. Instant response from Red. Start up the extractor. Get speed down ASAP, and he should be A-OK. So this is really piecing together just as how Rep would like it. He's obviously not knowing too much, but he knows that he doesn't need to rush out third. Now even gets to confirm on that Reaper from the Overlord. Nice little scout. Instantly some Zerglings should get started. It's a good idea to do so. 4 Zerglings coming out now. The key thing for Red here is not to lose any Zerglings ideally. He will probably lose 1 or 2, but if you lose all 4, then of course before the Queens are out, the Reaper can be a bit of a nuisance. May see some drones become emergency spines and spores as they're about to die, just to try and keep them alive, getting pulled back. Zerglings are now going to come out. The Reaper does want the kill though, but good control out of Ret saves that drone. Very important to do so. Chasing around the hatchery. Zerglings are just going to forever chase this little Reaper. On creep, he can't kite them, but off creep he could. Yeah, Spine Quarter coming down there because the drone was a little bit low. So Ret with Queens should be okay. Not losing anything as of yet. Very nice control from the Team Liquid player. And ForGG even coming in with the second Reaper. Now, this is a bit more of a commitment. ForGG has to do some damage here, even if it's just a good decent number of Zergling kills. If he forces about another 3-4 Zerglings, 3-4 packs of Zerglings out, then yeah, it's worthwhile. If he just gets this out and nothing more, well, it probably doesn't pay for itself. The Queen is running around trying to chase down the Reapers, but of course they can jump back out. ForGG, he's getting a 3rd CC behind this, so actually getting a very quick 3rd CC, natural nearly done, and now starting up the Heli in production most likely. So these Reapers providing map control, which is what's allowing ForGG to take this expansion. That's how it's piecing together. But with the Queens out and a 3rd Queen on its way too, this is going to get a little bit more tough for ForGG, especially if these Reapers keep taking a lot of damage. They can harass this Queen. Of course, pulling them back so Combat Drugs kicks in is a nice little way to do it. But with 2 Queens at the natural, going to be a bit more hard. The Overlord placement, brilliant for Ret as well. Just trying to keep a good eye out on, hang on, where are these Reapers so I can position my Queens to defend it. 6 more Lings are coming out, but Ret's been droning pretty unrestricted for quite a while. He knows the natural hasn't yet been taken, but doesn't know about the 3rd CC until now. Ooh, good scout out. Ret now knows precisely what his opponent's doing, and he's getting 22 lings out. He's going to go for a big push of aggression, and this is a really smart play for Ret, because he knows his opponent's committed so heavily to getting out such a very vast economy off of very little. The Reapers mean there won't be many Marines down. Yes, there's 4 Hellions, but that's not something terribly scary. The Overlord confirming exactly what's here. Sees the command center coming down. The Zerglings coming forward. Simultaneously, we've got the 3rd base coming down. And interestingly, quite a few of the Lings being kept back. Maybe expecting these Hellions to move forward. Some Lings coming the other way. This is Red. He needs to go in my opinion. He's going to try and just trap these Hellions as best as possible. Not currently knowing where they are, but even if he gets this around here, it will be nice, but I think he could have done some damage just because there's so little there. The Zerglings all do get taken out because they don't simultaneously move in. Not ideal. So suddenly these Zerglings, the Ret got out, not actually being used for anything, not dealing any damage at all, but he is getting up the double evolution chamber and also got the confirmation that the Hellions are coming in. This Hellion 2 Reaper push is quite irritating. Queens alone can't deal with it with Zerglings. You've got to get a nice around because, of course, the Reapers and Hellions can take out Queens relatively effectively. And that's really all we're going to see here. But the Zerglings coming in. If the creep spread's good, on creep the Zerglings can get a good surround. But we can see just how quickly those Queens do start getting taken out. Quick scan, trying to pick off the creep tumors, prevent them from moving too far forward. The Queen getting very, very low. 1-1 upgrades coming down here for Ret. And of course, Stim nearly done for ForGG. The control has to be just perfect. Though the Zerglings are coming in. They will trap a couple of these Hellions. One should go down. The Reapers, though, both staying up. Not really worth it for that many Zerglings. And we can see Ret losing considerably more than ForGG. ForGG only at the moment has lost 100 minerals, and that is all hardly anything. 30 more Zerglings coming out, but no defense for these drones, which did all line up. If ForGG had committed there, he could have roasted nearly all of them. Ret pulling up the Zerglings at the back of his natural, trying to play it safe, getting a scan down, seeing is there any more creep tumors, can I do damage there? Seeing there's not, deciding instead to come up towards the 3rd, which does have a spine caller defending it, which would make it a lot more awkward. And now Zerglings do get the surround. That is the one the Ret would have been looking for, picking off a good number of the Hellions. Really what he does want, trying to get as many as possible. Needs to be careful not to run too much, because every time those Zerglings do get hit by the flames, of course, a good number of them go down, and that's not ideal. But now a good number of these Hellions have been killed. The Reapers have also been killed, and really Ret should be fairly safe. We can see that the Hellions will make their way back. The 3rd Orbit Command, though, has been up for a long time. The Starport, though, delayed due to it, and that means the Ret not terribly far behind yet. He is obviously having to deal with 3 Mules, and he's not got his lair up, but with the Roach Warren on its way, things not looking terrible. There is a Bio style coming down from ForGG. Bio Mine is definitely en route. He's got combat, Stim Pack, but hasn't started Combat Shield. That's quite interesting considering the strategy he's going for. But instead, 1-1 is on its way, slightly behind that of the 1-1 from Ret, but not by enough to really make me worry. It's about 80 seconds behind, so nothing that's going to really ruin the game for ForGG, who's still trading at pretty much double the efficiency of his opponent, and specifically losing not too much gas, which is really quite helpful for him. Now, we see that in come the Hellions once again, trying to pick up some of these creep tumors, be a bit of a nuisance, not able to do that much, but the Widow Mines are in a very annoying spot. Scan trying to find those creep tumors, really preventing Ret from joining up these bases incredibly well. Ret, though, does have Overlords around, so that's going to mean that he's got the option, if he wants it, to generate creep from those, which could be quite a nice way to deal with. The Roach-One is not down, actually. It was a Baneling nest. Sorry, the Roach-One is down. Why is he not getting any roaches? There we go. 8 on the way, so that's all good. Roaches now also popping out. The Overseer, of course, granting vision of these Widow Mines. They're going to try and get taken out pretty damn quick. Don't want those in your mineral line, and ForGG forced to retreat back, loses the 2 Widow Mines, but that's not a tragic loss. A lot of roaches now coming out from Ret. He's got roach speed, and of course Baneling's coming. This could be a 3 base Baneling roach bust, and with a very low Widow Mine count, consisting of 2 currently, that's hard to deal with, because as long as the roaches soak up some of the hits so the Banelings can get in and crash through this wall, well, that's going to hurt ForGG, who is now floating down his 3rd Orbit Command, ready to go and take that. The Roaches starting to make their way forward. Going to try and could actually catch out these Hellions. It all depends on the timing. May not see it, though, in time. But some of the reinforcements coming through are going to spot it. The Overseer definitely gets a look, and the Roaches now coming in from behind. Going to try and prevent the retreat. Roach speed has just kicked in. Some more Roaches coming around the top to cut off their escape path as best as possible. This could be very nice. In come the Roaches. Going to try and pick up these Hellions just to make sure that he's safe, and these Hellions completely boxed in a corner. But do also see that there's a good number of Roaches there. This could act as a bit of a worry to ForGG, who currently isn't responding with too much, but 40 Lings on their way out. Joining the 25 already there. A lot of Banelings are going to start morphing. It's just gas for Ret and minerals that he really needs. And yeah, Red now, he's going to be going forward. The Widowmine will detonate, but the Overseer slowly making his way forward, not dealing enough damage, and it's the Banelings that have to be the concern. 2 more Widowmines there. Red, I cannot emphasize enough how important it is that he makes sure he doesn't let those Banelings get knocked out by the Widowmines. A couple of Roaches coming from the back, going to try and kill as many SCVs as possible, but they're going to get chased down by just 2 Roaches. That's more than enough. It's this push forward that's important. Zerglings trying to bait. The Widowmine hits. There's 3 more at the front. These could be pretty big. The Roaches taking some damage, but now they have all gone. The Banelings and Zerglings pushing forward. SCVs getting pulled, but of course you cannot repair against Banelings if they connect, but unfortunately the Roaches at the front. There we go. Big Baneling hits could go down. So many SCVs there, and of course just hitting those would be disastrous. ForGG knocked down to half the worker count of Ret in one huge hit. The Natural taking so much damage. Yes, there's a drop coming down, which is attempting to take out the third, but Ret, he is just in such a strong spot. He's knocked out so many SCVs that even losing this hatchery isn't disastrous to him. He's trying to pick off more SCVs here, there, and everywhere. He's pumping out units as well, ready hopefully to try and defend, because he's got a good number of Zerglings when this drop comes up into the main. The Queen needs to focus down the medevacs. And that's exactly what's happening. Simultaneously though, in the main, Banelings rolling on forward, and ForGG taking a lot of damage here. Ret plowing through with these Roaches. The Marauder count pretty damn high, but the SCV count getting annihilated. The drop in the main is killing a good number of drones, but not enough to really make up for the damage being done. But Ret GGing out. Okay, so he's clearly thinking that the number of mules is not enough. Now, that drop, that's a really surprising GG. Really surprising. Yes, his push in the main had been cleaned up, but I don't think he knows just how much damage he'd done to ForGG. Yes, there's the 3 mules there, but Ret's still at 45 drones to just 12 SCVs. Ooh. Maybe GGing out that a bit quick, but congratulations to ForGG. He takes the game. And yeah, if you enjoyed that, make sure that you like the video, leave a cool comment, and of course subscribe. I get new games up daily, and I'll catch each and every one of you tomorrow for yet another new cast. I'm Madals, thanks for watching, and bye for now.